Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Dwayne here. I'm just gonna go over my process of becoming a correctional officer with the Arizona Department of Corrections. So I'll just go over like everything I've been through up to this point now, and then you guys can jump in the comments, ask me anything that you guys want to ask me, or give me advice on what you guys have been through if you guys are COs right now. So I just moved now from Orlando about maybe 3 weeks ago, and I applied. So it was basically I talked to one of the recruiters, and within 2 weeks of me getting here, the next once I landed in Arizona, the next day I went to testing, which was what was it? It was the next day, so it was a written exam. So I took the written exam, which it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that hard at all. I mean, I've taken many law enforcement exams before, and they're not that hard. So took that. I think it had about 60 questions, probably something like that, timed. And then once you pass that, you would then go on to the psychological exam, which was roughly, I want to say altogether about a little over 800 questions. So when you're testing, you want to make sure that you have that whole day blocked off, because you're going to be there for a while. And then I think after that, once we knew, we got our results the same day, like pretty much right away. So we knew that we're still moving on to the next step. So the next step would be the fingerprinting. So we took fingerprints, and after that, we got all the paperwork. We got to choose, where we want to work, which prison location we want to work at. So the location I chose was the Perryville, which is sorry, which was it's an all women's facility. And the reason why, so I actually want to work at a men's facility. And once I got to Arizona, I Googled how far the Lewis prison was where I wanted to work at. I Googled it, and it was like 40 something minutes away from home. I'm like, it's a little far. Googled Perryville, and it was only like 8-minute drive. So that's where I'll begin my career at, and eventually maybe branch off. I do want to get into like special units and canine and kind of stuff like that, tactical support, those kind of things that can keep me busy. So I know I will eventually have to leave Perryville to get into those teams. And then, let me see. Okay, so after the written exam, we went to the background. So you get a packet you fill out. You have a couple of documents you have to get. Your driver license, your birth certificate, your social. You need your references. You need your residences, your schooling, just a whole bunch of things. Your driving record, all that good stuff. You can't have any felony convictions. Your driving record has to be pretty intact. Kind of stuff like that, but I mean, it's really not that bad. If you've ever done a background with the police, they're a little bit more lenient than with the police. So the background still being ongoing, I got scheduled for what did I get scheduled for after that? Oh, so I had another like a SOC evaluation, because my first one, I guess, was all over the place. It didn't match up, so I actually had to go down to the department and retake the whole exam again, which was almost 1,000 questions again. So that was kind of nerve-wracking, because I'm thinking like, I mean, I didn't know there was a right or wrong answer, for these things, and I was a little nervous that if I didn't do good this time, that was going to be it for me, So I did that. I think I got the results probably 2 or 3 days later, saying that I passed, and then they scheduled me for my what did they schedule me for? For my my physical, my medical. So I did my medical, which was pretty easy. It was just the weight, but it was basic medical, hearing, eyesight, flexibility, kind of stuff like that. Did that, and then after that, I was scheduled for my physical exam, UPT, which is basically had to run a mile, had to do a couple things inside as far as like squats and push-ups and other things like that. And then after that, I think the next day, they called me and I got the job offer for the position. So the academy starts next Monday. So I will be actually not attending the CODA that's down in Tucson, thank God. I will be going to the regional academy, which is in Perryville. And that'll be great because I can come home every night and it'll just be way better. So I'm very happy about that. And actually the process that I got into, which a lot of you guys may be interested in, is getting into the program which they have here in Arizona. It's called a like temporary correctional trainee. So basically you're getting paid to work at the facility that you want to work at, while all your paperwork and background is going through. So you're gonna be able to get on the job training and all that, getting paid while you're waiting to get into the academy, which is awesome, especially for my personal situation, because moving down here, I didn't have a job because I quit my job in Orlando to move down here. So for my situation, it was perfect. For maybe someone who already lives here and has a job, they don't really have to go through that process. They can just go through the normal process of waiting until they get into the academy. So for me, this was like the best option. So I will only be doing the training program for 1 week. I start tomorrow. It's actually my first day, so I'm pretty pumped, but at the same time, I'm a little nervous because I really don't know what to expect. And my previous career was way different from this, so this will be interesting. I have no military background or anything like that, so this will be my my first time doing this this type of work. But yeah, I really plan on posting more videos, because I'm looking on YouTube and I don't see a lot of these type of videos, kind of giving people advice or kind of things, what goes on in the academy and what's the process like and all that type of stuff. So I really do plan on updating and giving my my honest opinion of what it's like in there and how I like it, and just kind of giving someone motivation who may want to get into this career. My father, he does corrections in Georgia, and he's been doing it for a very long time, and he enjoys it. He's still there, and I just want to see what it's like. Eventually I think I do want to eventually get on the roads on the outside. Right now I want things to cool down a little bit, just with everything going on the road right now, but we'll see. Maybe this will be something that I really enjoy, and maybe this is something I'll be with for a long time. But I definitely, it was definitely, I think on my part, like a great idea. And I hope that I can help you guys anyway. So, like I said, comment down below in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you guys have already been through the process or are in the process. No matter what academy, you don't have to be in Arizona. It could be anywhere. Let me know, kind of, how you guys liked it, and what, kind of what was it like, for you guys. I can use any tips. It'd be awesome. But in the meantime, yeah, guys, just subscribe and make sure to follow the updates. I will be posting as regularly as possible. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and tune in for the next video. Bye.